Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we're going to tell you about a public safety campaign our Division of Fire is putting on that could literally save lives. We're also going to check in with our recreation center, let you know about an exercise program designed exclusively for senior citizens. And we'll stop in at our Castle Hills Golf Course, tell you all about a bunker renovation project, the first major renovation in years there. But our first stop today is here at our Public Works Garage, where if it's December, it's time to think about snow and ice removal. And as you can see behind me, the bins are stocked full and they're ready for bad weather. It is a fact of life for those of us here in the cold weather states. The winter brings snow, ice, and dangerous driving conditions. It's a likelihood Vandalia's Public Works Department is prepared to handle.
You can see behind me here, our salt bins are full right now. We're ready to go. We haven't seen any of the bad weather yet, but we know it's going to be coming, so we're going to be prepared.
Public Service Director Rob Cron says it's always a tricky proposition as to when fall ends and winter begins, as the same trucks that pick up leaves are the ones that plow the snow.
We're still using our trucks right now to finish up our leaf collection for this year, but we do have a couple trucks ready to go in the case of emergency. Something would hit overnight and temperatures would drop. We would get some ice on some bridges and things like that. We would be ready to go.
Cron says one of the questions he's often asked is why some streets get snowplow attention before others.
When the bad weather does hit this winter and you see our guys out, give them room to operate out there. Stay back from the trucks for your safety and for theirs. Another thing, if at all possible, you can move your cars off of the street, park them in the driveways or somewhere. It helps our guys out a lot and get the streets clean faster.
Speaking of those snowplows on the road, there are some things you can do to help the snowplow driver do a better job.
When we get out there in these bad conditions, we're going to concentrate on our priority streets. I mean, we have US 40 National Road that goes through town, Dixie Drive. We take care of the airport access road. So we have to get the roads where the main traffic, the higher speeds are first, just for everyone's safety. We will get to all the streets in town. You might live back in a neighborhood on a cul-de-sac, and it might take us quite a few hours before we get there, but we will. But we do have to take care of the higher volume of traffic streets first.
Cron says even in a smaller city like Vandalia, clearing the roadways of snow and ice is a big job.
We have a lot of streets to take care of and only so many people, so many vehicles. We have nearly 90 miles of roadway in Vandalia with over 250 lane miles to plow and treat with salt. So it does take us a while to get around to all of those streets.
From traffic safety to first aid safety, our next stop today is at the Vandalia Fire Station, where Chief Chad Follick is kicking off a campaign to bring back a tried and true first aid tool.
Stop the Bleed campaign is kind of to get rid of the voodoo that used to be applying a tourniquet to an injury as a method of last resort. It's actually, if direct pressure doesn't resolve it, or if you don't think direct pressure is going to resolve it, we can go right to a tourniquet. And these are the better of the tourniquets on the market right now.
In an emergency bleeding situation, the most important priority is to get that bleeding stopped. Follick says through the years, the tourniquet has gotten a bad reputation of being the method of last resort, which is simply not true.
And then tourniquets are simple to apply. You basically take them out of their container, flip them open, either wrap them down, grab the red tab on the tourniquet, tighten it down, put it back on itself, and start turning. And about 1 or 2 or 3 turns on this is probably what you want to evaluate to see. If the bleeding stops, the tourniquet's tight enough.
To spread the word, the Division of Fire is strategically rolling out brief training sessions to make sure everyone is comfortable using the tourniquet.
We started with our police in 2017, 2016. We made sure we had grant money, donation and grant money that we used to purchase CAT tourniquets for each of our police officers. They carry these now basically on their belts, so they have one. Then we started trying to find ways to get to public access bleeding kits. So this year we got another $2,000 worth of grant money from the Sherman Standard Register Foundation, and we were able to provide enough to put one in, or several of these in each school building in the city of Vandalia, and also in some key locations on city vehicles where they're exposed to work that might result in a traumatic injury that could result in the necessity of a tourniquet.
Follick says his department is happy to give a training session to anyone interested in learning about the proper use of a tourniquet and the particulars of the Stop the Bleeding kits being distributed through town.
We're in the process of training school teachers and staff right now, and our city employees that will be getting the kits will be in the next several weeks.
Also in the next several weeks, we should know for sure whether a Canadian company will make the move to Vandalia. Assistant City Manager Greg Shackelford says that so far, the signs are very positive.
MSW Plastics is a Canadian company, as it stands now, that is looking at buying this building, doing renovations, getting it going again. The building was formerly occupied by a company called Encon. Encon made plastic pre-forms that were for the bottling industry, look like little test tubes. Well, this company does plastic extrusion, and there's a lot of synergies that the building has available now that makes sense for them to come to Vandalia.
The company is very impressed with the former Encon location on Fentner Avenue, just off of Stop 8 Road. Shackelford says one big selling point is that the site is already equipped for rail access, which is a necessity for the plastics industry.
The building also has the silos for the raw materials to come in to create their products.
And what exactly does MSW Plastics manufacture?
The company makes a product that really replaces a lot of drywall. It's a plastic paneling that is very flexible, and it snaps together, doesn't mold when it gets wet, various industries.
It's been a group effort from local folks, all hoping to bring the company and its 35 jobs to town, with an unexpected assist coming along the way.
A couple of the former Encon employees actually came to the site and helped them when they toured the building to go over some of the operations, some of the functions of the facility. So I think we got a really good shot at this.
If the deal goes through, the company will be investing roughly $11 million to buy and equip the facility for its new purpose. A Montgomery County EDGE grant proposal was submitted in November to help offset some of the costs of the move.
We're asking for $400,000 to help support that $11 million investment. Very competitive EDGE round this round. There were about 11 total projects with a couple $1 million plus an ask. And there's only about $1 million available, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping that the company at least gets approved and for some funding.
One last note on economic development. We've been telling you for a while about the plan to repurpose the former Stratacash building on Poe Avenue as a local headquarters for a cabling company called Ortronics. Shackelford says the company is just a few months away from wrapping up the renovations and moving in.
It would probably be early spring, maybe late winter when they actually get in there, March, April, and they're going to go into the 6500 Poe Avenue, the south building that was formerly owned by PaySource, currently owned by Stratacash. It's a big project for us, though. It's over 100 employees, well-paid employees that really help us right now.
Something that would help all of us these days is saving money. And that's exactly why the Vandalia Parks and Recreation Department is offering a special discount on all gift cards.
We're doing our gift cards $30 and up for 17% off in 2017. And we're also taking 17% off of memberships. It's a great deal.
Administrative Coordinator Sharon Hamby says the great deal runs through January, but the cards purchased never expire.
The gift cards are valid for so many options. You can buy a Castle Hills pool pass with the gift cards. You can purchase punch cards or drop-in fitness classes. We have a child care. If you're coming up to work out and you want to put your children in child care, you can put that money on a gift card that can be used at the desk to pay for that. You can also use them at the senior center for transportation or memberships if you have an elderly family member or a friend that you would like to buy those for. It's a great gift.
If you're looking for a great gift, you should consider the gift cards. Hamby says it may be your easiest gift purchase of the holiday season.
Stop up. I don't think there'll be crowds or lines. this is such a great sale. There might be, but stop up and purchase a gift card.
This holiday season means a few changes for those of us who use the Recreation Center. Facility Coordinator Elaine Kaler-Whitman says the center will have special hours for a few days coming up.
During the holiday season, the Vandalia Recreation Center will be closed on Sunday, December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, as well as Christmas Day, December 25th. We will be open for regular hours on Sunday, December 31st, which is New Year's Eve, but we will be closed on January 1st.
Talking about the rec center, they've come up with a simple way to help parents use the center while their kids are well taken care of.
Starting December 1st, we'll be offering our unlimited child care pass. This pass would allow family members to be able to bring their children in without having to renew their visits each time for the child care. It's good here in Luther's Jungle as well as Ricky's Tiny Tykes. We do offer the pass types based on the number of children within your household that's using the child care pass. So we have anywhere from 1 child up to 4 and more children.
The Unlimited Pass will streamline the process of getting the kids into the child care area and the parents onto the fitness floor. For one thing, the pass will eliminate the need to bring cash to the center.
That's right. Then you don't have to carry cash. It's already on your pass, your membership pass, so it's bringing nothing additional with you.
Whitman says you'll have a couple of options available to pay for the annual Unlimited Pass.
It is a one flat fee for our members. It can either be paid up front or it can be deducted out of their electronic fund transfer each month, whatever works best for the family.
One last note from the Recreation Center. Now is the time many seniors are considering their Medicaid plans for the coming year, and some are looking at plans that offer reimbursements for exercise facilities like the Rec Center. The trend has the center beefing up its offerings for the senior set, with personal trainers like Christina Clark offering multiple exercise classes throughout the week.
All of those classes are open to the public. We don't card people when you come in, so you don't have to prove that you're a certain age or not a certain age. Everyone's welcome, and we'd love to see you there.
Clark says those in their retirement years have very specific needs that can be met through simple exercise.
The focus of the class, as we think of our senior and aging population, is to help you to maintain enough strength and stability so that you can just get through the activities of daily life. That's the most important goal we have as we hit that upper number in the age population. We want to make sure that we can pick up grandkids, that we can put groceries away, that we can do all of those sorts of things.
Clark says helping folks improve their posture and balance can go a long way towards a healthy lifestyle.
The number one cause for seniors having injuries is a slip and a fall. So as we think about that, we want to work a lot on our core strength, a lot on stability and balance. And to do that, just strength training in general, range of motion, core exercises are good for those sorts of things.
Clark's been a trainer at the center for many years and says she truly enjoys working with seniors.
As a resident of Vandalia and a graduate of Vandalia Butler High School, there are people who come to my classes now that I first knew as Mr. or Mrs. such and such. They were teachers at the school, or maybe people I went to church with or just grew up knowing these people as adults. So it's interesting to see them in a different relationship because we're all adults now, and I'm encouraging them instead of maybe them being a teacher encouraging me. But that's lots of fun. This is not an occupation I planned to get into. It kind of happened by coincidence. And that's a whole nother story. But the fun thing about what I get to do is that I get to see people make improvement in their lifestyle.
Our last stop today is at Castle Hills Golf Course, where a new man has been in charge since January. Ben Licklider is now the managing golf professional at the course. Licklider has been with the course for more than 20 years and says his first year in charge has been a good one.
It's been very successful. I think our customers and our clients and our leagues have not really seen any transition from the old to the new. And as far as that, the customers have been very happy and the course has continued to go forward and be successful.
Right now, Licklider is overseeing a major project underway on the course as every sand bunker is undergoing renovation. He says the work is very necessary.
Their drainage was gone. They become mud-like. They hold water every day. They've come in, they've stripped the grass around, they've softened it a little bit and made it more a flat bottom bunker so it does not wash out during the rain.
Those playing the course don't have to wait for rain to appreciate the new bunkers, as the redesign should make them easier to get in and out of.
It'll be a lot more player friendly from the standpoint of walking in and out and playing out of it.
Another component of the renovation will be to take out a few of the sand bunkers, a move that should improve overall play.
We are actually eliminating about 5 to 6 bunkers across the golf course on the whole golf course on the project. This will also be economical for the course because each bunker is about $8,000 to $10,000 to redo.
Anytime you have renovation work out here at Castle Hills Golf Course, it's a big deal. But keep this in mind. It's been 24 seasons since there's been any major renovation work done here. Hopefully, if all goes to plan, by the spring of 2018, all the work will be done and you'll be ready to tee them up. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.